talked about trust.
Trust. Yeah.
And I see when I look at trust that I don't trust myself in a lot of places. Actually.
Yeah.
Is it possible to trust this without trusting oneself?
It's good.
Oh, that's a weird one.
It's good because what do you trust? You trust your mind normally, or you don't trust your mind. What else could you trust about yourself?
Yeah, that's right.
So I always say every day, don't trust your mind.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
So take it into that direction. I don't trust myself means I don't trust the someone who has this kind of thought or whatever, feeling. But take it in the direction of satsang means because who I am is not that. Just add this knowledge and realize it. Okay?
Grace in disguise when you give a hit or a knock. What is grace? Because it seems Ramana said grace is needed most.
I would say luck. Luck. Or you can take it in another way, but everybody is very free here to take it as, or it's luck, or you can say it's a blessing from your own self to give you a peep to something else. It's all the same, it's just some are a bit more mystical, some are a bit more like, some are a bit... It's something, you know, you cannot really catch what it is, but definitively there is something there. Grace in disguise. When it is something which could give you an opening. I would not say to what is, but to something else than what you already know. There is something for you about that?
Yeah, because I feel there is an expectation in me.
About grace?
Yeah. Just that's the question.
But you see, what makes you come? Is it not graceful?
It's very.
It's
graceful.
a luck. It's a.
Yeah.
I mean, if it is that you want to hear or to be reminded of, you can call it grace. Why not? I'm not against that. It's graceful. It is lucky. It is. Okay. Ramana, I said, yeah, you need grace. To hear already, to know already that a Ramana existed or so, it's already graceful. What more?
Until this morning, I couldn't see the grace or the blessing. But now, what's happened showed me very much what satsang actually mean. It's what is meant to me. Yeah.
So you are quite graceful, lucky
now I can't
to have burned in one night a year I gave you. so okay.
And I will honor this.
You see?
Yes,
I know. Nice for you. You are a Swamiji who already threw his orange robe.
Obviously.
This is beyond Swamiji, eh?
Even that.
Okay, so 2 days left. 2 days. Contented? You are contented?
No, I'm very much.
You could go now, for example. Could you go now, for example?
Where?
We will remember you. 2 points.
You mean home?
That was good.
Again. Well, so Ganga, again I couldn't sleep. Again. It's very strange because I demystify everything, you know. I realize even the comment on dit, le revelation, you know. The revelation, it's also belong the consciousness, belong the eyes. So that it's clear for me, you know, but it's clear like an understanding, you know. I see clearly this is part of the, I don't know if I can say illusion, but a part of I.
Yeah.
So yesterday night I was totally upset with that. I said, but what I'm going to do, because there is nothing where I can put myself, you know. But when I say that, put myself, I know. And I see clearly the one who say, I don't know where I could put myself is I. But I don't have the, I don't know if it's a quietness or power or something to have that power to stop to think about that, you know.
Mm.
It's like a fight, you know. I know I'm somewhere, it's like a wall and I cannot go through that wall, you know. If I can be clear with that situation, it's make me very weak because I know everything. It's a mystification.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
illusion.
Yeah.
But I can't. I have no power to stop to that. You know.
The thing is, it's not that you have to stop it. You have to shift your fascination to. It's not even right to say so. You have to leave this fascination to even have understood that much. Because it belongs to the I. So you exactly ask how or I cannot. Maybe still there is something like you think that through this knowledge of the totality, it will bring you realization.
Not is not knowledge, but it's like if I want to kill this I. Well, maybe it's not exactly the word, but it's like if I have this word and I want to cut the head of this eye, you know.
But you see, this
And
eye is very, very nice as it is. It's only because you mistake yourself for the eye, but then you have not to change the head of this poor eye. Leave it as it is. You have to realize that you are in reality not even I, but why should you change anything about that I? Leave his head. This is too much, you see.
Yes,
That's what I say. There is some misconception there. It's too much. Everything will be the same. Everything is beautiful as it is. You have not to transform or kill anyone, even I. You have not to draw it, the Ganga or the river. Is the misunderstanding, primal misunderstanding, or something which has to dissipate. That's all. Otherwise, that fight reinforces,
Yeah.
and then there is another eye, and this, and that. It's not a good direction, actually. You see, even if you experience yourself as I still, can you just hear that it is not because you still experience yourself as I that you are that? And from there, you just keep quiet for a second, and realization is there that even that will remain, but it is the mistake will not be there. You will not be deluded. Otherwise, it looks like it is I who will get finally the sight of realization. You have to leave I as it is behind. And when I say behind, means not to hook at it. while it is playing in front of you. But you see, it's about what you want to see. Here also, you can see this if your attention is more on this mountain, or you can look at every cloud, or you can look to the children. It's your choice, isn't it? Everything is there, and everything will be the same.
That I know, but I'm stuck with this identification, you know, and I can't.
But you can feel identified.
Yes,
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's an experience.
Yeah, but suddenly I was scared about this experience, you know.
No. You cannot
Because
change.
Yeah.
What is identification? It's something felt. It's an experience, or in the cell, or in the brain, or whatever, I don't care. It is an experience, identification. Leave it that to I. I cannot exist if it doesn't have an experience. Let it be identification.
Yeah.
Are you? The question is, am I this one? I thought so far. But don't trust it's because I experience it that you are it. Don't trust. It's just something else. You see, you want actually to this realization you want to put into all what I has got, or it is understanding, feeling, experience, and all that kind. You want to grab it. Leave it alone. Leave this consciousness creation alone. And know. And know that what? Yeah, at least know a second that it's not you. And that split second is enough to cut the hypnotism or something like that. Don't play and make effort with I. You can't. You can't. It's impossible. Otherwise, as you said very well, you create another I who kills the head of this I, and then what about that one? Hopeless. Hopeless game, hopeless efforts. Now. So the best, what I have no clue, but the best is at least don't try to force I to realize. So I mean, don't let I make any effort into that direction. So in other words, let this I surrender so much that he keeps quiet about the subject, he has known enough. Then all is possible, what can I say? But if you start to fight, to try to this, But you see, in order for I to keep quiet at this point, he has to lower his arrogance. I mean, this is it's just to... I don't ask to become humble, but he has to subdue. He has to... I don't know what to say much more than that. try that? Let me see. But you didn't forget that you are already what? Research. You didn't forget that one.
No.
Sure?
No, I was, you know why I'm a little bit, why I say that, because when I tell you about that revelation I had, you know, it was so clear, you know, so strong about that. So I make mistake because I keep that experience, but that it's clear for me, you know. And suddenly, I've been totally shaken with, yes, chamboulé, yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because it was so.
But let this eye be like that, Shrika. Why you want to give a direction again to it?
No, I don't want to. I try to well.
Drying is giving a direction.
Yeah.
Be careful. It's the hardest no part, I tell you, it's true, but it's possible. It's possible. It's easier to have mantras and practices. So, if any of you still need knowledge, means knowledge to be clear up about some point, or he has to know where he stands and all, please ask. And if not, if knowledge is quite enough, you heard quite enough, you are maybe even fed up to always hear that, then what? Then ask Father and we'll see. It will be the same, but in different words. But you have to clear up your mind, you know. That, why not? Do it. It's like a course then. Okay, you clear it up, and then you have enough. You've heard enough, and then with this knowledge, you don't need to make it a mantra, and then let us see. But if you have to clear up something. Maybe it's done, I don't know, by now.
Ganga?
Yeah.
I would say now I have a small collection of insights.
Mala!
Yeah,
I can strangle you now.
yeah, maybe. It's a little bit. So, and some days before I saw this eye is just a wave on the ocean, and what can I change a wave? Yeah? So, but in a way I see it's belonging to I, whatever for insight will come.
Yeah, sure.
So, and
Good insight.
but there's still this feeling something is missing really to go to question the I totally. So there I feel a little bit helpless or stuck.
But you question the I. If you see that, oh, okay, it is still something which belongs to this I, and you hear again and again, don't bring I here if you speak of about liberation. Don't bring I here. This is also questioning the I. No? It's not necessarily like who am I? Huh? We are a bit fed up of this who am I. It was fresh at Ramana's time. Then a bit far long after that, but no, I think it's.
Okay.
But it is the same. It is the same. If I is shaken, it's shaken because it's questioned. In some other ways, maybe, but it is the same, no?
Can I just go in this direction?
Which one?
To question the I in my way.
No, just whatever, whenever this comes to you, whatever happens to you, you have always the same answer. Okay, it still belongs to the I.
Yeah, maybe it's coming.
I am not the I. That's also, of course, a big trust. If you tried everything with the I and nothing works, you have, it's your own trust. Okay, liberation is really something else. And oh, yes, I heard, it's not I. Padme, she's so funny. Huh? Oh my God.
Concept.
Any stick, for example, the title, nothing ever happened. You wonder, no? Because all your experiences are happening to I.
Yeah.
So what is this strange sentence? It must indicate something else. And that something else is who you really are. Who you really are. So let those koans or stick which doesn't lead anywhere for your eyes, let them work in you. Don't do much, but let at least allow it to work in you.
Need some clarification. In liberation, this question of who am I,
Yeah.
is it solved or is it not anymore question?
You see, who is asking that one? I still. So if I doesn't come back with a new argument or whatever, the question is solved. And in realization, there is absolutely no meaning in all that. You were asking that or something else?
More or less that. But somehow you say that in liberation, the I is still there.
Yeah, but
can
absolutely unconcerned I about about reality.
Okay. So
Oh,
it is
yeah.
here for all everything, but not this.
Yeah, exactly. That subject itself is erased, except if any satsang arises again, it is spoken of, and that's a strange phenomena. But otherwise, the subject is erased. Yeah. If there is any sign in this creation where I belongs to, maybe this is a sign. This I cannot even, he cannot even make a slightest effort to pick up the search again. It's impossible. So, speak spontaneously about that, because when a demand is there spontaneously, let's say I could say it's not this, it's not that, etc. Otherwise it looks like a bit I would not say absurd, but you are what you are now. And from there, what to say much? Yeah, that you are not this and not that. And it's a bit difficult to say, to give a recipe, because actually it was never wrong. That's why the word of fascination or hypnotism is expressed. Definitively, it is not a state. Let it be the highest realization, has to be the highest, of course. It's not a state. And could you tell me if I could ever live something else than a state? I. You.
Leave something else than
Yeah,
a state.
than a state. Give me an example.
I don't know how we qualify a state, but we can say that a state is something
Everything is a state.
Yes.
You are in a state of happiness, you are in a state of trouble, you are in a state you are all eyes always in a state. So that's why. As everything else stays, everything anyway stays as it is, because freedom is here. I can say I'm sad, I'm furious, I'm happy, I'm this and that, but it doesn't give rise to the search, oh, who am I? Then I should not be like this. All this is gone, vanished. You see, there is a big difference. It's a liberation. You are liberated from this. And it touches all the corners of the life, actually. Contradictory, probably. Ask if there is any strange, something you cannot understand because I am paradoxal.
No, the question is see, once realization is here,
Yeah,
this question of who am I will never appear.
never.
But you can be sad, you can be whatever state can happen to the
Life.
eye. Okay.
The life is there.
Once you realize, once you have liberation. This eye, if for example he is sad,
Yeah.
he will continue to find a way to be happy or not.
Or he may
The
like
eye.
that this stops.
He,
It may arise a wish. Oh, I would wish this is gone.
yeah.
But not in a way of believing that there is any way for that or trying hard. Of course, wishes can be there. Oh yes. Who would not wish to be happy instead of troubled? But not as beliefs. There is no beliefs attached. Or you will be happy if you do that and this and that and you know. And you may take actions. Okay, you know that you would be happy if you just quit a circumstance and so on. So you do. Doesn't mean that the eye will stay in the same thing. That's why it's not, you cannot make out from outside. Huh? Yeah, it's true. But there is no
For example, in a lot of scriptures or religion or things, even in yoga, we always, or we often hear that life or God or whatever will take care of
yeah.
this. So, is it also that once liberated, you trust that, or even
But
not?
you know what does it mean it takes care? Sometimes it looks very much. I can say sometimes, oh, life takes care of me. And sometimes, boom. Grace, you see, is birth and death. It's graceful. You cannot only take birth. I say birth means good things only as grace. The whole thing is the expression of reality. I don't believe to say, oh, Papa Jiki Jie, because only good things happen at that moment of your life. They don't say that when they are in big trouble and they have to divorce, and so they don't say anymore Papa Jiki Jie. I have not heard yet at that very moment. Why? Because they have not understood the whole thing. If they like to say so, they should say at every second then, even when it is painful.
So that means that once liberated, you can see all of that as it is, and okay.
Even if you fight in it?
Yeah.
Sure. Any concept or image that the mind can make out of this liberation. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. And yet it is worth. You see? Because the mind can say, oh, but if it is that, why should I run and break my head? Yet it is. They were cool before liberation. It's not because of... no, because I know a few say, wow, it's fun. And but they were like this by birth.
The contrary also.
I'm quite a bad example. Well, of course, it should not be an excuse to attitude and all. I just try to describe which is a failure. But still, not exactly why I answer you. It's to try to remove concepts about liberation. Someone?
Yes, I have some clear some question. The liberation.
Yeah. You here?
No. It doesn't happen to the eye.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Liberation doesn't happen.
And I was thinking a lot then that what is this? And then it came in my mind that there is a sentence in the Yoga Sutra or the Samkhya-karik, I don't remember exactly. It says that the liberation is that when the self awakes of itself.
Yeah.
Is it like this?
You can say so. You can say so, but how does it help you? Yeah, it's a kind of trying to describe.
To understand.
You can say so. Yeah. You
That,
can.
is it correct or it's just
Why not? I mean, one day you can say so, not to be repeated all the time.
No, yeah.
It's not a. It's correct. It's okay. It's okay. But there is one seed, you see, which I don't like in that sentence, is that it shows that it was dormant at some point. It must have been dormant.
What does it mean?
Sleeping.
Sunya do.
And then you awake. And this itself is the illusion. Never, never. But this is real realization. It's not a state. Never. There was an illusion, actually. We speak a lot of illusion. This is really too much to hear.
Then it's good. Then it's not totally correct.
It's not totally correct. Because it leads to this concept that, okay, it means then it's not here now.
Yeah, it's good. I just had this always again. It came back and
This is pas the lien.
and I have one more thing that the identification. That there is the I and the appearance of the I, the body and the feelings and
Yeah.
this and that. And logically I understand that there is I, it's a subject,
Yeah.
the rest is an object,
Yeah.
my body, feelings,
Yeah.
it cannot be
Yeah.
I. But I can say that I identify
Yeah.
still myself with my body.
Yeah.
Somehow I
Yeah.
believe that I am the body. With the feelings I understand much more that this is not me and the thoughts and everything, that it just belongs to this.
It's because you see all the time this body. Yeah.
And
But wait. Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Continue.
and you used to say that something like this, that you have to see the eye, to see who the eye is. And I just thought that the eye is the subject who sees all
Yeah.
the object, but the eye
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
But then the eye just cannot see himself or itself. Is it correct? That there is this eye who identify
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
itself with the things,
Yeah.
but finally the eye cannot see. It's like this.
I have to think. But I prefer to tell you something, and then let us see if I can say something there. You see, when you were a child, you were telling I, no? And your body was how? How was your body? Small. Yes. And you can imagine when you will be old, you will also say I. And how will be your body? Whole body. And now you also say I. And how is your body? So you see very well that this I is not really identifying with the body. It is with an idea that it is you. You always say I, but the body changes and you still say I. See a bit that. Now, and what's the point with this question of I?
Yeah, that if one wants to know the I.
But you know I is only the relation with the body and the mind. This is I. But the root is the subject. But it exists only because there is an object. Let it be outer, let it be inner. There is no I alone. Oh, you can say for a second I, but you will not stay like that.
My point is just to know that this I is something that exists, or even not, or that it's a thought,
you have
as
to
you
find
used
by
to say.
yourself. Find out by yourself. Slowly, slowly. You see, it exists, but now you have to see if it is consistent as reality or not. I can't say existence is there, why not?
And one more that this also once came in my mind.
But that's good, yeah.
The reality. This we can say that this actually doesn't exist as this.
Yeah,
This
you
doesn't.
can say so. You can say so. Of course, in reality, this is not different than reality too. Otherwise, it means like I throw you in some higher reality, and that's not. But this is too much for the mind to understand. So, better to say, if you want to liberation, know that at least from the one who wants liberation, this is not it.
Yes, this I know. I know nothing.
The source of the I. I read it many times.
Yeah. Did you go there?
Yes, I did.
And what did you find in the source?
Not much. Myself not.
You got a good answer?
Okay.
It was good answer or not much, huh? why did you pick it up? What's the meaning of the thoughts? You've seen it. Why you rise I, who was adored suddenly, and so on?
It was a glimpse, and I got
You made a glimpse because of that. You made it a glimpse because of coming back to I and oh,
it must have been more important
who says so?
to come back.
I don't know what made you come back. Yeah, okay, it was more important, that's true. And now if it comes next, what is more important? Not much or much more?
So, not easy to speak about
That's right.
because I feel in a way that I can change the direction of my attention to somewhere which doesn't really seem to be a direction, but it can be a direction. It just gives a strong feeling of, well, started to say when I read books from Ramana that when someone says I, there is not only a picture about oneself, but there is a feeling
Yeah.
that can be grasped. And sometimes when I'm quite silent, I feel that this arises in me by itself. And it makes me even more silent. That's it, I can say. Just wanted to ask about it, because I couldn't share it to anybody what I am doing.
You see, okay. When you are where you described, the eye rises because anyway this will continue. But don't give meaning to this eye which rises. Don't say, because immediately say, oh, I rise, so I am out of it. So let it be there. Don't make comments. Don't make comments. Remain silent means don't make comment. And then it goes. You are silent. So nothing happened actually. Okay. So be there, be there, be there, and then even the silence is a bit too much, but it's good. Be there, be there, be there. See? Good, you told.
Gives meaning, and this was gives not meaning to the I. You just said, okay, don't give a meaning to it.
Ah, yeah.
And then just this question arose. This was gives a meaning to the I, and this was gives not a meaning to the I. Is it the same?
Yeah, What? The,
You
Yeah,
you
yeah.
say many times, don't
Yeah,
give
yeah,
the
don't give-
meaning
yeah, yeah.
to the
yeah,
I.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. I don't give the
So
meaning
there is
to this, yeah.
yeah, don't give meaning
To
to
the
this.
rising, yeah.
Yes. So there must be something what gives the meaning
It's
to
the
this.
I.
It's exactly.
The
and,
I.
and but then also the I gives not the meaning.
But of course, but what you don't understand, you see, I have to indicate something to somebody who doesn't believe, who doesn't take it. You are what you are, Bas. Okay? Okay. I would. It can still happen. So indications, it's always to I. Then what else? But what you don't understand is that if you don't give any word to this I, don't give meaning to this. So I try. I remains at least sometime denuded of doing something, looking at something, making any effort. And the thing is that here it's so delicate, but all is possible. Or you go to the complete disappearance or surrender of this I in itself, till it's even prior to that. Or again, you give a meaning or you take a direction. You see, is to bring you to a point like the other day, no direction, I asked. I cannot have no direction. He will always fall into a state if he still has some power he wants to still survive. So, if you start to know those tricks, it's a knowledge, no? This knowledge, in the end, will make sense to you. Because when it happens, suddenly, at least one moment, you will say, oh no, that's enough. I will say so, of course, but then I subdues. He will have the experience of disappearance. Still I does. Don't stop there. That's it.
I feel stupid asking this question.
No,
And
no.
I've heard this
Your
term.
tune is so funny. Your tune.
My tune?
I will always laugh with your natural tune. Yeah. tell me.
I've heard this phrase so often. I think it's either beginning to annoy me, or it's lost any meaning. Just I.
What? Please tell me again.
Okay.
I'm not
I,
so
I.
quick today.
My voice either. I.
Yeah, I.
This word.
Yeah.
It's either lost any meaning of what it's meant to represent, or I'm sick of hearing everything about I.
You
I'm not
speak
sure.
of you.
I'm not sure fully.
Yeah.
I feel
Sick
what
of
it indicates.
I.
Yeah,
Nobody
because
knows.
but I've heard it so often. It becomes just this thing. Like I know what we're talking about when we talk about I. I know what you mean when you talk about I.
But nobody has seen I. That's what I say. Try to corner it in doing nothing. Is there any I? But now I give you some answer, some information. But if you go yourself there, it will give quite a surprise. No, it's just a course.
Of course.
I mean, you take it as an information, but if you go yourself, you may be surprised. No, now there is too much obsession with I. That's true. Yeah. He was not of your generation, but he was taken in the West for a wise Chinese old man, but he was English actually, living in Monaco. But anyway, I went to see him. The first thing he opens the door and say, "What are you doing?" I say, it was not even true, but I say, "I'm asking who am I." He said, "Don't insist too much on the I." I found it so fun. And then he gave me a very nice cup of tea, speaking of all his trip in Algiers and so on. But I can never forget, in a way, it was quite a nice indication. Of course, I could not take it at that time. But I don't forget. And sometimes I find he is right. Don't insist too much on the I. But you see, it's also a joke. At the same time, you have to have digged so much with I to start to laugh about this obsession, or you know. But you have to do it before. It's like the search. You cannot realize if you don't search, and you have to hear, don't search. But you have to search very much to hear that. So like that, paradox. And why paradox? Is because the mind is dual. It is made like this. So it's not this, it's not that. The mind cannot live this. There is paradox.
What do you mean by the mind is dual?
The mind is dual. If you say good, what is behind the good? Bad. How can you? Mind is only comparisons. You cannot deal otherwise. That's why you see, to be enlightened means you believed in bondage before. So still the mind. Everything like that.
I can only trust this in my mind, but I don't have a trustful mind.
Yeah.
It's
You have to remove your doubt. That's your thing. Remove the doubt. At least for that direction. The rest, keep it. Doubtful, if you like.
I have no chance. So I avoid it anyway.
But here you have to remove the doubt. This.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, but maybe there is not. You are so much used to have an untrustful mind, maybe there is not. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so, but yeah.
Okay, maybe you doubt, you have untrust for many things, but here it looks you are quite trustful. So, don't worry then. disturbance is there? Huh? Don't fall into any state. That, you see, it's very clear. If you deal with the mind, you are silent, okay? Means you are not before. And then the silence goes, and then where do you go? Of course, into disturbance. Oh, some other. To taste something else than what the mind offers, you have to follow those directions. Don't take a direction.
I spent 2 minutes in my head going through whether to say anything or not because I was identifying with my Irishness. Because I believe Wei Wu Wei was actually Irish, but he worked for the British Embassy in France. And I thought, I'm proud that he was Irish. Is that important for me? Should I say someone else might have something important to say, but it's important because I'm Irish. So I said it anyway.
But you're a funny guy. It's not. It doesn't matter if you are like this. It's fun. I mean, I wish you stay like this. You don't tell what is very important for you. That you tell very little.
Silence is still too much.
Yeah.
You speak about the silence of the mind.
There is no other side.
Okay.
But of different levels of the mind, that I agree. Of course, there are qualities in silence.
I was wondering because when I come and sit here, I find the quality of silence, which is not somewhere else.
Yeah,
I can say.
yeah, yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, sure. Right. I could say something, but it would be not so good if it gives a concept. Yeah, of course I would say, if there is a disengaged mind, for example, regarding the subject, maybe some silence is felt. Then it would be like another sign. But it's also, you see, because you must aspire for it, then it fits also.
You mean aspire for silence?
Yeah.
As a
Whatever you put into that.
no, surprise. Oh. I just didn't want to go somewhere. So disengaged mind and silent mind is not the same.
Maybe not. Because as myself too, if I sit and don't speak and you don't speak, there is a very enjoyable silence, which I don't have in other time of my day maybe. But happily, I don't take the silence for it. Really happily.
But then when you sit like this, your mind is not engaged within the internal activities.
No, it's not engaged. It's not engaged also about the subject. Maybe it happens to everyone, but the thing is that then one will tell silence because he makes it a glimpse.
No.
Yeah. No, I speak for anybody. You see already this kind of meeting disengages one. Okay, we are freed from this. We come for something else. Already there is a natural quietness. If a thought doesn't difference actually between liberation and even this is because just in liberation there is nobody there to has this compulsion of trying to see if he's at the right place, if he leaves something correct, or that's gone. So after silence, if there is something else, there will be no question, oh, I miss it, or I know that. This can be